Out of all the powerful Norse gods, why is it Heimdall who stands guard at the Bifrost bridge? We've all heard of the mighty Thor with his thunderous hammer and his father Odin with his vast wisdom. But then there's Heimdall, seemingly just watching and waiting. At first glance, his role might seem less glamorous, perhaps even boring in the world of Norse gods, bursting with magic and might. But is it really? What's so special about this silent sentinel that sets him apart? Why him and not another? In the tapestry of Norse tales, where every thread tells a story of adventure, bravery and intrigue, Heimdall's strand is unique. It's not just about standing guard, it's about the mysteries he's privy to, the secrets of the cosmos, whispered only to him, and the immense responsibility he shoulders. So let's journey together into the lesser-known tales of Heimdall. Let's uncover the reasons, the legends, and the truths that make him not just a guardian, but a pivotal figure in the grand saga of Norse mythology. In the early moments of history, when our world was just beginning and gods were carving out their futures, Heimdall's birth was truly unique. He wasn't born from one or even two, but from 9 different mothers. These mothers, often described as 9 sisters in some sources, have a connection that's as enigmatic as the vast depths of the sea. While it's thought by some that they are linked to the daughters of the sea god Aegir, other interpretations suggest they might be personifications of waves or other natural phenomena. Regardless of their exact nature, these 9 women by the ocean's edge nurtured Heimdall, and the waves shared with him the hidden truths of the cosmos. This relationship with the ocean isn't merely symbolic. Many believe that the sea waves themselves had a hand in granting Heimdall his remarkable talents. Every wave that crashed seemed to sharpen a sense or refine a skill in him. Legends say he could detect the quietest noises from the most distant places, and his eyes could see even when the night was at its darkest. However, the sea wasn't the sole force shaping Heimdall's fate. From his youngest days, he possessed the gift of seeing what was yet to come. This foresight made him an essential ally to the gods in Asgard. He did more than just watch over the Bifrost. He was also the gods' early alert system, their guiding light when danger loomed. Imagine a bridge not constructed of traditional materials like stone or wood, but made entirely of brilliant, glowing light. Often referred to as the Rainbow Bridge, the Bifrost spans the vast distances of the universe and stands as a magnificent spectacle. Its colors, ever-changing and vibrant, mirror the diverse shades of a rainbow. However, the Bifrost isn't merely a bridge. It serves as the crucial connector between the world of humans, known as Midgard, and the divine dwelling of the gods, named Asgard. Asgard, a realm filled with wonder and magnificence, is the residence of the Aesir, the primary group of gods in Norse mythology. Within its golden structures and across its green expanses, these gods and goddesses determine the paths of all living entities. Among them are renowned figures such as Odin, the overarching deity, Thor, the god associated with thunder, and Frigg, the esteemed queen of Asgard. But despite its awe-inspiring beauty and strength, Asgard is vulnerable to external dangers. Giants, who have been adversaries of the gods for ages, frequently attempt to penetrate its barriers and instigate turmoil. In this context, Heimdall emerges as the ever-watchful sentinel. Positioned right at the beginning of the Bifrost, he acts as both the initial and final barrier against potential threats to Asgard. Gifted with extraordinary senses, he's capable of identifying even the most discreet invaders from afar. His commitment to protection is relentless, and his focus never falters. Bypassing Heimdall would mean accessing the very heart of the divine domain. However, it's worth noting that the Bifrost, despite its grandeur, is prophesied to be destroyed during the events of Ragnarok. Yet its significance extends beyond being just a bridge or a passage. It epitomizes the intricate relationship and balance between various worlds. And in Heimdall, this luminous bridge discovers its most fitting guardian. He is a god who personifies the ideals of vigilance and dedication, ensuring that the sanctity of Asgard remains undisturbed for as long as the Bifrost stands. In a realm filled with deities brandishing powerful hammers and mastering storms, Heimdall's abilities might appear understated, yet they are equally impressive. His senses, sharpened to their peak, are his main assets. Legends claim that Heimdall can detect the faint sound of grass sprouting in Midgard and the quiet breath of a resting elf in far-off Alfheim. His gaze, always alert, can foresee events 100 nights in advance and penetrate the densest mists, establishing him as the supreme watchman. Additionally, it's said that Heimdall requires less sleep than a bird, further emphasizing his heightened vigilance. However, it's more than just his senses that elevate Heimdall's stature. At his side rests the Gjallarhorn, a horn whose blast is so deep that when sounded, its echo reaches every one of the 9 realms. This horn isn't just a musical device, it serves as an alarm, a mobilization cry, and an announcer of pivotal moments. When Asgard's safety is at stake, the Gjallarhorn's sound summons the gods to its defense. Adding to his formidable gear is his sword, shining as brilliantly as his golden teeth, which radiate with the intensity of countless suns. These teeth aren't merely ornamental, they signify his godly essence, distinguishing him even among divine beings. At his core, Heimdall embodies both immense strength and acute awareness. While he might not lead charges like Thor or harness enchantments like Odin, his contribution is vital. He stands as the ever-vigilant observer, the steadfast defender, and the quiet safeguard of the worlds, ensuring the universe's intricate harmony stays intact. Every story, regardless of its magnitude, reaches a peak, a defining moment. In the lore of Norse mythology, this monumental event is termed Ragnarok, often described as the gods' twilight. It's a massive conflict, signaling the world's end as we understand it. Within this dramatic conclusion, Heimdall assumes a central position. Ragnarok isn't merely a conflict, it's a sequence of prophesied occurrences culminating in the gods' downfall, encompassing figures like Odin, Thor, and indeed Heimdall. Predictions tell of an intense cold spell, the heavens splitting and the deceased emerging from their resting places. Amid this turmoil, the giants, long-standing adversaries of the gods, would advance on Asgard, marking the ultimate showdown. Heimdall, endowed with the ability to foresee, is one of the select few who can witness these events in progression. As the crucial moment approaches, he is the one to lift the Gjallarhorn, blowing it to produce a resonating tone. This sound reverberates throughout the realms, indicating the commencement of the final chapter. This echoing blast serves dual purposes, alerting of impending doom and mobilizing the gods for the imminent combat. Yet, Ragnarok also presents a direct test for Heimdall. Fate positions him opposite Loki, the deity known for mischief. Their confrontation is not just a clash of power, but also of destiny. Norse myths foretell that these two formidable beings, Heimdall and Loki, are predestined to engage in a fierce battle, one so intense that they end up taking each other's lives. Ragnarok, rich with narratives of valor, treachery, and devastation, highlights Heimdall's pivotal role. He stands not only as a protector, but also as a combatant, a symbol of optimism during the bleakest moments, remaining steadfast even as the surrounding world disintegrates. Heimdall's narrative, akin to many from Norse mythology, spans across eras. Though the ancient tales were written long ago, their impact is still felt in contemporary times. Today's media, including movies, TV series, and books, frequently taps into these timeless myths for inspiration. Notably, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Heimdall, donned in gleaming armor and ever watchful, has made his mark on the big screen, enchanting a modern audience. Beyond mere entertainment, his portrayal underscores the principles of duty, alertness, and selflessness. In our fast-evolving world, Heimdall emerges as an emblem of steadfast dedication, ensuring that these ageless stories continue to motivate, connect, and persist. Within the expansive universe of Norse mythology, where deities and giants roam and fates are woven, Heimdall's story stands out with a distinct glow. So, if you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so as not to miss the next mythological exploration.